All right, I'm ready to start putting on these 12-foot long pieces for the top rail. Before I do that, I need to measure up 18¾ inches here. Since that's 19¾ I want it to have a slight downhill slant. So this will be the top of this piece. Do the same thing on this side. 18¾ And I'm just going to clamp small pieces of an angle to each side, so that way it gives me a ledge to sit that on. And actually, you know what? I need to measure the bottom so I can put those on there. So 18¾ is the top. So I need to measure down 1.5 inches. So that's 17¼ That's where I'll put my piece of angle. All right. So I'm going to take this, flush to the back, set it right over the top here. So we should have just a slight downhill slant. That's what we want, because we want the back end to be just a little bit lower. So that way you can reach it. Same with this side. So now with them in place, I'm going to hop down and just take a peek just to be sure it looks how we want it to. Looks how I want it. So now we're just going to be sure that the edges are flush, front and back. Same with over here. Tack these into place. Then we can cut the piece to connect the front. We can cut the piece to connect the passenger and driver sides. This will be a solid piece. We'll have another solid piece here towards the bottom, and we'll put a piece of expanded steel behind that after it comes off to protect the rear windshield. So that way if they throw something in the back, it hits the expanded steel and not the window. So let's get these tacked in so that way they don't fall off. So I'll check to be sure that I have the same amount on each side sticking up. This will help keep the ladders from going off. This side looks good. This side looks good too. 5 inches of stick out. Okay, those are tacked. Now I need to go up and measure the front and get that piece cut. I have my piece cut, so now I'm going to steal the clamps and the pieces of angles from the back, clamp them to the underside of the front so that way I have a ledge to settle on. I'll get that piece in place, tack it around about 4 spots on each side, and then we'll move back to here. We'll start cutting some 45-degree gussets from the square tube to go here, here, in the back, there, there. And then we'll be cutting the cross members from this joint across. And then in the rear and in the middle, there will be removable cross members. So that way it's not blocking the inside of the cab in the event they ever needed to drop something big on the inside. That way they don't have to remove the ladder rack. They can just remove those cross members from the center and the very end to give them the space they need. Okay. Okay.